very feisty at the moment. So at Laguna Seca, there is 3 main points of overtakes. You're looking at turn 1, into the corkscrew, and into the final turn. These are mainly the hard braking points, so we'll see what happens. There's going to be a lot of dive bombing, I would say, especially from the more aggressive drivers. Your aggressive drivers are probably Tweed and Mighty Gibbon. They would be very, very hard on the brakes, but we shall see what happens this evening. We're just waiting to go into the race here now. There's a bit of an intermission. The race should be kicking off in about 4 minutes time. I'll turn that music off for you now. So, like I say, this is the first series. It is all stock tunes, pretty much. They're just running different brake pressures. So there's an 84, 85 brake pressure, a 120 brake pressure, and a 150 brake pressure. So it's all dependent on the preference of the drivers. But I think we're ready, almost ready to go here. The weather should be clear tonight. There shouldn't be any rainfall tonight, so we'll see what the second race brings. But as far as I'm aware, it's clear races all round. So everybody will also be in the Audi RS3. So it's quite a level playing field, and it's all down to the driver. Ones to watch for tonight, I would say, would be Mighty Gibbon, Briefing Cow, and Tweed. These are the main boys to watch. There will be a couple of boys that are looking to give them a good challenge, such as your Bacon Duck and Arkina. So we'll see how they all get on this evening with the first round ahead of them. Most of these guys, they do race in team touring cars. That is hosted on a Saturday every other week. I believe it's on this Saturday. So these are just the solos. So it's everybody out for themselves tonight. Also, as you can see, we are sponsored by a few people or a few companies there. So we do have CD Keys, we have Moser Racing, Abriza, and we also have Fanatec, which will soon be Corsair. So there's only 2 minutes to go before we kick off the first race of this evening. And we'll see how everybody gets on. You will have to bear with me, guys. My co-host is not available this evening, so it just is me. So there'll be a lot of quiet moments, maybe. We'll see how we get on. It's still in spectator mode, so it should put me straight in the spectator mode. Welcome in, Tweed. Good luck with your race this evening. So 10-second countdown. Here we go. We'll see how everybody gets on. Let's hopefully everybody will make it through safely in the first turn. And they are off. Let's see what's happening here. Why is it giving me that view there? Okay, so we're on the briefing cow, leading them all down into the first corner. And we see Duck taking the inside there. Making a challenge on Tweed, I believe. Let's have a look there. Did he get past? He did not. Unfortunately, he didn't. Everybody seems to have made it cleanly through the first turn. Oh, Ira's making an inside move there for Selfie. No, thought better of it. Mighty Gibbon, he seems to be making moves there quite quickly. This was one of the guys to have a good championship. Selfie's just made a wee clip for the grass there. Is he going to make a move into the corkscrew? No real moves into the corkscrew other than Arkina on. No, Arkina's not got it yet. He's giving him a good go. Yeah, he seems to have held off well there, Mighty Gibbon. We'll drop down to Toxic. We'll see what Toxic's doing. Toxic's just on the outside. Who's that behind him? That is Mason. Mason's trying his hardest to keep up with him. Is he going to make a launch to the inside? No, he's going to keep at bay for now. Seems to be a lot of work going on at the back there. Let's have a look at Klutz. So how's Klutz getting on there? So he started in 17th. He's moving up slowly. He's definitely moving up slowly. He's getting there though. He's rocking a nice Audi livery with the hooligan all over it. The classic grey and red. Very nice. Oh, he's just got up the inside. That was a nice overtake there. Just on crazy. He's in behind script now. Oh, he's lost that position back again. Crazy took him back again. This is actually a really good dish at the back. Growling Ferret's getting involved there now. Very good. And we'll move on up to Selfie there. See how Selfie's getting on. Selfie, he's sitting in between Gibbons and Duck. He's gained a bit on the brakes here. He's definitely closing him down. It's looking like he's going to catch him up near the corkscrew, if anywhere. We'll just stick with this battle here now, just to see if he does make it before the end of the lap. He's definitely right there now. Oh. Nice breaking in the corkscrew there. Gained a lot of time. Last chance in the... No, he has not. Okay, looks like there's a few penalties being dished out. Arkina, he's rocking a 1 second penalty. Also Mad Max, he's running a penalty as well. We'll just see how Briefing Cow's getting on up the front. All quiet up the front. There's a good lead that he's got. Rocking the half and half livery there. Tweed's definitely struggling to keep up with him. So Briefing Cow is definitely he's come from a Formula One background with the sim racing. He's done a few esports events, so he does know his way around doing a bit of sim racing. Let's see if he's nice and clean through the corkscrew. Very clean. Very good. And who seems to be dropping back? We've got Ira. He's dropping back ever so slightly. Oh, that's... Who's that up on the inside there? Mighty Gibbon trying to make moves again. Ira's giving nothing to him. As you can see, Ira's had a bit of damage there. He's been used quite a bit for bumping and barging, but he's holding his own. Mighty Gibbons just picked up a 6/10 penalty. So these guys seem to be all lapping in and around 33s at the moment. He's trying to get up on the inside of Toxic again. Does he have him there now? Not quite. This looks like a tight wee battle at the back here. We're going to switch to Ferret. Ferret's making head roads. He's going to take over Bards there. He's got the outside line. Very good. Good overtake there. He's running a 33-2 at the moment. Bards is not giving up just yet. So Ferret's now chasing Klutz. If he can get Klutz, he's rocking into the almost the top 10. He's still got a bit to go yet. We're only on lap 5. So we're only a quarter of the way through yet. And we'll have a look at Slayer. Slayer's a bit on his own there at the moment. He's got a good gap between him and Klutz at the moment. He's just making a big push for Mad Max. Trying to get this bunch of free up front. So we've got Mason, Gibbon and Ira. If he can get on the back of them, he'd be doing very well. He's probably just lapping a wee bit slower than them guys at the front. But if they can keep battling, then it might get a bit more interesting. And we'll head over to Mason. Oh, it seems to be taking a long time here. There we go. We're on the Mason there now. Mason on the wrong gear sponsor there. Oh, look at the big lunge there from Mad Max. Oh, he nearly had him. Nearly had him. Well done from Mason there. Good defending. Mad Max came from a long way back there. He held it on rightly. He nearly went flying on, but just managed to stay in tight. Oh, Mason's just made a mistake. Max has just prevailed there. And he's just managed to pull a bit of a gap there. Thanks to Mason's mistake. Okay, so we'll head on up to Bacon Duck. Bacon Duck's very new to the series. He's only been doing a few tests there over the last couple of weeks. So this is his first proper series into the league. Seems to be very much enjoying the league at the moment. Has a lot of good things to say about the league. So it'd be interesting to get his thoughts throughout the season and find out if he's still enjoying it by the midway stage. But he seems to be doing very well this evening in his first event. Oh, was that Dave going wide up the top of the corkscrew? He's just dropped back there. Toxic and Akina's still on his tail. Dave just seems to be struggling quite a bit here. He seems to be doing the 132s. So he's doing good enough times. He's just having a few mistakes along the way. If he can just iron out his mistakes, he'll be doing fine. We might see a better result from him in the second race. So now Tweed is now 5.5 seconds away from Briefing Cow. Briefing Cow seems to be away with it at the moment, but we're only at the halfway stage. Things could all change in the next half of the race. So we've only got Arkina, Mad Max, and Mighty Gibbon that have still got the penalty. Nobody else seems to have a penalty. And it seems like Dave's trying to gain on Duck again. He's just making a bit of gap on Toxic there, and he seems to be gaining slightly on Duck. Now this is getting interesting. Selfie looks to be catching Tweed. So he does have him in his sights. So what's the gap here now? Let's see. Interval. So he's 1.7 off of Tweed. And as you can see, it is fluctuating between just minor fluctuations. Tweed seems to be able to just monitor it. Keep it at the same sort of distance. So he isn't just there yet. And then we'll go back out to Slayer because he seems to be catching Mason. Oh, he's right on the back of Mason. Oh, he cut the corner quite a bit there just to make the game on him. Now, did he get a penalty for that? Oof, oof. He just saved it enough. Mason seems to be struggling, holding him off. Oh. And it seems like Slayer's going into the pits. So yeah, there's a few changes there now. So we've got Gibbon, Slayer, and Tweed all into the pits right now. So I believe there is a one-stop pit. So them boys are all in the pit there. So we'll go up to Ira. He's catching up with Ducky. Ducky obviously hasn't pitted yet. Neither has Ira. So we're at the halfway stage. Has Tweed done enough to stay in front of Southie? Let's see if Dave can get Ducky before he dives into the pits. Oh, what a move. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off there. He did make a late lunge for it. Just couldn't make it stick. And this must be Dave coming into the pits here now. Yep. Ducky's coming in, Briefing Cow's coming in, and Southie's coming in. So it's now over to Toxic and Arkina. Arkina's right on the back of Toxic. These are your new leaders. Arkina's right on his tail. He's trying everything to get up the inside of him around the outside. Toxic's defending well. Oh, Toxic's just run a wee bit wide there. Arkina's still... No, he's slotted in behind. Arkina's trying everything to get past him. Now I wonder if Arkina's gonna try up at the corkscrew. Let's see if he can get it done up at the corkscrew. Oh, Toxic's just run wide just ever so slightly. Toxic now have to attack. If he doesn't attack, Arkina might just get away. And yeah, these guys are coming in now. So then we'll drop back to Ferret and Script. They seem to be having a wee battle there. Oh, Ferret's gone in. I wonder if Script's going to go in too. Or is he going to try and stay out for another lap? Oh, he's going to try and stay out for one more lap, I believe. Looks like it. So Script is... he's just looking to see if he can get somewhere a bit closer to where he was on before the pits. So we'll just see. So at the moment he's about 4 seconds clear of Briefing Cow. Now that gap is coming down rather rapidly, as Script will be on very used tyres right now. Very used, as you can see. He's really struggling to keep it on track. Let's hope he can make it to the pits before Briefing Cow can catch him. And he's going to stay out even longer, is he? He is indeed. I wonder if Script's already pitted already. Let's just check that. No, he has not. He's still going for it. Now, if he can defend as long as he can, Briefing's just gonna try and make it around the outside. Script won't make it easy for him. So this could be very, very interesting right now. Script is holding him at bay. Briefing's trying to do everything he can to get in front. Oh, on the inside, Briefing's got him. Briefing's got him. Oh, not just yet. They're door to door, going into the corkscrew. Who's going to break later? And script breaks later. Briefing's just made a mistake there. Just going to regroup and try and get him again. Into the final corner, maybe? Yeah, into the final corner. He's going to make a lunge. And that's briefing cow through there now, I believe. I wonder how long script can hold him off until he decides he's needing to go to the pits. He done very well there. So, Doc and Ira. Doc and Ira seem to be having a battle again. Now again, I wonder if it's going to be up at the corkscrew or whether it'll be before. Seems to be a good few battles going about. Let's see how he gets on to the corkscrew. Will he make a... I think he may have closed the gap slightly. Ever so slightly. Not just yet. It's kind of looking a bit stale there now. Dave seems to be holding him at bay. Well, there's a bit of a battle at the back here. There's a freeway battle between Crazy, Ferret, and Slayer. Now Slayer, he's very good at defending. I've raced him before, and yeah, he's very hard man to pass. Ferret's just lost a position there to Crazy. Now I wonder if he can make a move on Slayer. Oh, Slayer's just a wee bit wide there. Does he allow Crazy through? No, he's still defending. Oh, contact made. He's still there. Slayer's giving him a good run for his money. And he's still there, 2 by 2. And Ferret's just going up the inside of both of them now. Oh, 3 wide nearly. Now it's 2 and 2 again. This is a good wee battle just right now. Oh, and Crazy's just went wide. Will the other two pounce on him? Ferret's going up the inside of Slayer. And Slayer's now back up the inside of Ferret. Jeez, these boys don't give up. Oh, we better wobble on with Slayer. So Tweed's in the pits again. I wonder what happened to Tweed. Let's jump back to Slayer. Ferret seems to have relinquished ever so slightly. Tweed's dropped right down to the 15th position right now. So I wonder what just happened. We're down to the last quarter. Oh, Slayer's a wee bit wide there. Ferret's closing in on him. it's just between Ferret and Slayer again there. Crazy's just managed to pull away from him now. Okay, well, we'll see what's going on in the other races there. So Mighty Gibbon, he's closing in on Toxic. Let's see if Gibbon can make a move on Toxic over the next couple of laps. He's doing a 1:30.9. Last lap was a 1:32.2, so he's a good bit slower there. He's right on the back of Toxic there now. Again, it all seems to be happening going up to the corkscrew. Mighty's just going for the lunge up the inside. Toxic hasn't given it up to him yet. Gibbon's just pushing him. And they've just pulled up behind Script now. So Script's not gonna get... Oh, Script's just made a mistake there. Just went run it wide. That's unfortunate for Script. He was doing so well, holding him at bay. So we've only got 2 laps to go. Just 2 laps to go. Briefing Cow still leading Southie by 7 seconds. Then nearly 6 seconds behind him is Ira. And then, Duck still trying to get into that 3rd spot. He has brought the gap down. So let's see if he can make a move on Dave. This is for a podium finish now. Will Duck get his first podium on his first ever IFWL race? I know Duck, he's looking to... I think he was looking to get into the team touring cars, but I think he's actually pulled himself away from that now to focus on this season as well as the GTC. It looks like Dave's pulling the gap again. Just ever so slightly, he's just pulled it out by another 10th. And what's happened to Slayer? Slayer's ended up at the back. Oh, Duck's bringing back the time there again. He pulled it down to 4/10. He's got 2 laps to do it. Now again, it's still Briefing Cow up front by 8 seconds. And this wee battle's 6 seconds behind Southie. So they've got a bit of a break behind them. About 2 seconds back to Akina and Toxic. And Mighty Gibbon is also there. So we'll just see if Duck can actually make his first attempt at 3rd position here. That's Briefing Cow just across the line there now for the final lap. Now is Ducky gonna be determined to get that third position, or is he just gonna settle for fourth? We'll see if the time. Yeah, so the time has just gone up to 7/10 there. So has he settled for it? Not quite. Okay, who else have we got here? Mighty Gibbon. He's still trying to make moves there on Toxic. He's right behind Toxic. He's struggling to get past. Okay. So all down the left corner here now. Oh, he nearly tried it. So it's all down to the final turn, whether or not he can get it. Ducky's settled for fourth place now. So that's Briefing Cow across the lane. Southie's just about to cross the lane as well. Oh, what's happened to Duck? Duck's just gone slow. He must have had an accident. Gibbons still trying to get him before the lane. Don't think it's going to happen. Oh, is it going to happen? No, it did. It did. Gibbon just pipped him across the line. Hang on a minute. What's happened here? How is Akina? I'm not too sure what's happened there. It does say that Toxic finished ahead of Akina, so Akina must have picked up quite a lot of penalties there. And we'll head back to 15th and see how Script is getting on. Just coming across the line there now. At this point, I would say he is. And as for Slayer, Slayer's just coming up behind. Is he going to make a last ditch attempt? Not finished in 17th position. Can he get the drive out of the corner? Does he get it? Oh, let's see. Did he get it? He did not, unfortunately. Right, that concludes the first race then. So as you can see, we do have Briefing Cow, Dave in third, Selfie in second, and then our winner is Briefing Cow. Very good from everybody there. No big issues this evening so far. Very clean racing. Haven't seen no big incidents there. So just a rundown of the top 10. So we have Briefing Cow, Selfie, Dave, Toxic, Akina, Mike So, guys, just to let you know, we will be starting in 4 minutes. The next race is starting in 4 minutes. So, I will be back with you very shortly. And welcome back. So, I've just been speaking to Dave, which is hosting the event. I wanted to find out a bit more of what happened to Bacon Duck. So, we actually ran out of fuel, believe it or not. His strategy he just miscommunicated with his mechanics and just didn't get enough fuel in. So, he just ran out of fuel. So, there's no accident, just fuel. So they're just about to get ready to go again. I believe they're going at 1:15, which is in 2 minutes. And I believe it is a random grid this time, or reverse grid. I can't remember. I think it's a random grid. So this will put a bit of a spanner in the works for everybody. And we'll see if Briefing Cow will come out on top again, or whether we'll have a bit more of a interesting race at the front. So, like I say, we will see what happens with this reverse grid. First time doing this, whether or not it's gonna make a difference, we shall see. Tweed, funnily enough, dropped down the order quite a bit there. So I never got to find out what happened to him, but we shall see what the story is at the end of the race. And hopefully we'll have a bit of information on that. So they're just about to start the race now. So on pole, I believe, let's see who is on pole. And we're just about to load in there now. It's just taking a wee bit longer than I thought. Okay, so that looks like Arkeen are on pole. And they're away. Arkeen on, leading them down to the first corner. Side by side with Crazy and Mad Max behind. Free wide going into the back there with Growling Ferret, Mason and Dave. Let's get into the mid pack there and find out what's going on. We've got Growling Ferret, he's trying to make up places there. Briefing Cow seems to have made up 3 spots already. Southie's trying to go up the inside of Ferret. Is he gonna get it done? I think they're going side by side, going up into the... Oh, what a move by Selfie. Nice and clean. Will Ferret's under pressure again with Bards up the inside. No. Oh no. Bards has just spun out Ferret there. Ferret won't be too happy about that. Ferret won't be too pleased about that. We'll see how Briefing Cow's getting on there. He seems to be making his way through the pack quite quickly. So he's on a big train there at the back here. So let's see if he'll make a move into turn one. Is he going to make a move into turn one? Doesn't look like it. He's round the outside of Slayer. He's on the bad side. But he's on the inside for the second corner. He's just made that look very easy. Indeed. I think that's his experience showing. He's doing a good job. Let's go on up to Mason and see where Mason's getting on. He's doing a lot of defending right now. Trying to keep Selfie at bay. Selfie's piling on the pressure. Oh, it'll bunch up. Oh, who's that getting? I think that was Mighty Gibbon at the top of the hill. Just got a bit sideways and lost control. Seems to be a fight at the front there for pole position. Arcana and Toxic. So Arcana's dropped the position. Toxic's made up 4 positions. So let's see if he's gonna try and make a move again on Toxic. Barge is unfortunately DNF'd there. So I don't know what's happened to him, whether or not he's just disconnected or if there was an issue with the car. I'm not too sure. Oh, Arcana looked at it. He did look at it. He thought he was going to make a move there. And not just yet. So we'll drop back and have a look at Mighty Gibbon. He's just alone a bit. Trying to keep up with Briefing Cow. Briefing Cow's just making her way through past Mason. Oh, Gibbon's a wee bit sideways there. You can see he's really trying to keep up with Briefing Cow. Just seems to be struggling ever so slightly. That's him up on the inside of Mason. Will he make a stick? And he does. He lined that up the corner before just to get that pass made. We'll head back to Tweed, see how Tweed is getting on there. Rocking a nice wee livery there. So he started in 10th in this race, and he's dropped back ever so slightly again. Now it just doesn't seem to be hooking up well for Tweed this evening. Tweed would be a normal top 5 runner, but looks like whatever issues he's having, it's just not helping him at all this evening. Mind you, he's just set a 1:32.4. And there's still a battle in the mid-pack there. Well, Toxic's got a 1-second penalty. Let's see how Klutz is doing in there. Klutz has been around the league quite a long time now. Oh, Klutz is trying to make a move on Dave. Will he get him into the final corner? Second to last corner there. Is he going to make a lunge up the inside? Not yet. He's just lining him up. Oh, he might get the drive out of this corner. Dave was a wee bit wide there. And as you can see in the background, briefing Cow is still on a charge. And we're nearly halfway through the race. Will Klutz make that move? Dave does seem to handle the pressure very well. He doesn't give an inch. Right. Oh, Tweed's managed to catch up with Script and Mad Max. Let's see if he can make a pass here now. Oh, Script's gone up the inside of Mad Max. Oh, and he's just twisted himself around. I think Script just misjudged that ever so slightly, and it just, with the sim steering on, it does make it a lot more hard there to correct the steering when you do get it wrong. So for Tweed, that's helped Tweed out quite a bit. He's coming up the outside of Mad Max. Will he outbreak him? Mad Max has tried to hold his own there. He's done a good job holding off Tweed. I don't think he's going to have him in this corner though. I think that's job done for Tweed. And we'll jump to Crazy there. Crazy seems to have a big train on the back of him there. He's got Clutch, Selfie, and Briefing Cow, and Mighty Gibbon all on their tail. Looking to close them down. So let's see if he can hold them off. So Dave must have got past Crazy, and Klutz is now on the back of him now. So let's see what will happen in this lap. It's a good close race this evening. from 4th to 10th, there's literally 1 second apart from each other, or from 4th to 9th. Oh, and it's just gone up there. Selfie's just made a mistake somewhere. And we'll jump back to the front two. Arcana's still trying to chase Toxic here. Still keeping him honest. Toxic ain't getting it his own way just yet. Oh, look at that. Just in the background, you can see Dave starting to make a move to catch him up there. So we don't know if that's Toxic slowing down a bit, or if Dave's speeding up. So we'll see what the lap times are here now as they come over the start-finish straight. So the last lap he was on a 1:32.8. So as you can see, that wasn't as fast as previous lap. And there's a 1:32.6, so he's definitely a lot quicker on that lap this time. And then we'll check in with Dave and see what he's doing. 1:32.6, so he's on the same pace as the front runners. Clutch is up the inside of Dave at the moment. Dave's still got the inside line for the second corner. Is he going to hang him out to dry? Not quite. Good solid racing from all of them there. Briefing Cow's just on the rear of Clutch. Is he going to make a pass? Oh, just a slight nudge there. Let's see if we can get a few onboard shots, shall we? Or points of interest, though. Okay, that's not what we wanted. Racing's on the... Oh, there we go. Look at this for a view. This is a bit more interesting. So if we take a wee trip to... Briefing Cow's just gone into the pits. So we'll just have a look at Mason here. Mason's on the back of this pack. Can he catch him? There's quite an interesting camera view here. What about coming up with Gibbon there? See what Gibbon's see if we can get a rear view camera, shall we? Rear facing. Look at that. You got Klutz, got Selfie, got Crazy. Holding them all off. Takes a tighter line on the exit there. Selfie's still trying to make a move. And that's everybody going into the pits now. There's quite a few people going into the pits this time. So if we head back to... we ferreting. It seemed to be very gapped apart, so you've got now Mad Max in the lead with Script, Brown and Ferret. Who's next over the line? Looks like Slayer next over the lane, so this is going to be interesting seeing these come out of the pits. So there's a big queue up behind here. This is going to get a bit feisty now, I believe. So what can we see? That's them all leaving there now. Briefing cows just coming around turn 1 again. Script coming through the now ferret. We maybe stick with this camera. There's Slayer coming through there. Now you should start seeing the likes of Arcana and the rest of them coming up through the chicane. Let's get a look. There's Toxic. There's Arcana. There's Dave. Then we got Mighty Gibbon, Crazy, Mason, Selfie, Tweed, Clutch, and Duck. Had to think there. And there's Briefing Cow. He's slowly catching him up. So we head back. Oh, wrong one. We'll head back to the frontier and see what's going on. Arcana's still trying to keep with him. Still keeping him honest. Now I wonder if he's close enough to make a move. Or if it's still just not enough to get in there. Let's watch him up into the corkscrew again. Dave is still catching him. So this could be a three-way fight for the win here on this second race. This could be a very tight finish to the race. We will head back towards Southie. I believe he's in the middle of the pack there. They're getting spaced out quite a bit there now. Tweed has just made it through past Mason. Now Clutch is on the back of Mason. Okay, so this is getting very, very tight up the front. Slayer stayed out. And then if we have a look at Mad Max there. His last lap, well, he obviously was in the pits on the last lap there. But he's running with a 1:32.3 as his fastest lap at the moment, so that's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. And Clutch has managed to make it past Mason. Oh, look at this. Dave has managed to make it through on Arcana. So I wonder if Dave can make a push for first position and see if he can get Toxic. Let's see if Dave's got the power to get past him. So Dave, last lap was a 1:30.9. So he's on a mad charge in this race. Briefing Cow is struggling. He seems to have gone backwards there. Oh, look at this. Dave's going to try it up the inside. He's just sent it. Toxic, has he got a response to that? It doesn't look like it. But Arkina's seen that Dave's got past and now he wants a bit of Toxic. So have a look at Toxic there now. Arkina just seems to be struggling ever so slightly to try and beat Toxic on the brakes. But Toxic's made a mistake there. Will Arkina just take that position from him now? No, Toxic seems to have held off again there. I think Arkina's getting very frustrated there. We'll just go back to Growling Ferret there, see what's happening with him. So he's on a 131.8. He's just posted there. So he's not too far off of the times. You can see that this is quite a close grid when it comes to fastest laps. Klutz has had to go into the pits there. So I wonder if that was his first pit. Should still tell us shortly. And now Briefing Cow, he's managed to catch up with Script. Yeah, he's having to make moves on Script again. And he already knows that Script is not the easiest man to pass out on track. So Klutz has had to make a second pit stop. So maybe his strategy just didn't work to plan. So we're at lap 16 with literally only 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go. Not many to go now. And Briefing Cow is still struggling back in 12th position. So this has definitely put a spanner in the works with this reverse grid. Let's take a look at Crazy again. Crazy and Selfie seem to be making moves again. You got Mighty Gibbon ahead of him. That looked like a bit of a shortcut from Arkina there. I think he's going to get a big penalty there. Dave's managed to pull out a 3.2 second lead on Toxic. So we're now on lap 17. Not many more chances to make them overtakes. And there's Mighty Gibbon. Gibbon's probably made the biggest biggest gain out of this race so far, with 9 spots gained. Oh, bit of a mistake from Crazy. It's just allowed Southie to take that position. And then we've got Mason. Mason's making moves on Duck. Let's see if Bacon Duck can hold off Mason. He's closing him down by a 10th. Oh, that's Southie that did not finish. What happened to Southie? Wonder if that was a disconnect or if he had an accident. Oh, here comes Mason now. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to cut up under? He is. He's going to make a move up the inside this time. Side by side into the corner. Bacon's given nothing for him. Looks to see that Mason backed out of that one. Oh. And there's Mad Max trying to get in on it now. If these two keep battling up the front there, Mad Max will start gaining on him a bit more. Oh, look at this. Their third place. Third place is looking interesting again. This is second, third, fourth. So somebody's going to miss out on a podium. I think we're going to have to stay with this fight to find out who's going to be missing out on the podium. Mikey Gibbons still just trying to throw Toxic off, find out if he can get past him either way. Toxic's very deep in there. Very defensive. And it didn't pay off for him. Gibbon kept his line and just rode round the outside. Arkina's just managed to get rid of Toxic now, so as it stands, it'll be Ira, Gibbon, and Arkina. So, into the final lap they go. Again, it's Dave up front, Mighty Gibbon, Arkina, Toxic, Crazy, and Tweed in the top 6. Arkina tried to make it up the inside there. Didn't work off of turn 1. We're just going to stick with this to see if Arkina can do anything about Mighty Gibbon. Let's head back to Tweed. Tweed seems to be gaining. I don't think he's gaining enough on Crazy though. We'll head to Crazy. Crazy's gaining on Toxic. Will Crazy make a last ditch lunge to get that 4th spot. He's got 3 corners to make it. Oh, hang on a minute. What's happened to Dave? Dave's on the... Oh, Mikey Gibbon around the outside. Dave's not giving none of it. Arkina's up the inside of both of them. Now it's a drag line to the finish. Who's going to win it? Looks like Arkina has it. Dave just lost the lead. Just at the final corner there. Dave managed to get into a tussle with Gibbon, and it just allowed Arkina to just slip on through and take the win and say thank you very much. That's unfortunate for Dave. He made up quite a substantial lead there, and he seemed to have lost it. So we don't know what just happened there, but he must have made a mistake up the corkscrew, and next thing you know, you had Gibbon and Arkina making the most of it. So I'd say Dave is not a happy man right now, knowing that it was in the bag for him. But yeah, that was a good, successful event. First, like I say, it was the first event of the TC. Everybody seems to have crossed the line there now. Oh, don't know what's going on there. Or is it Klutz? We're just waiting on Klutz. Somehow Klutz is driving in reverse. So not too sure what's going on there. Let's not talk about Klutz, but let's talk about our winner. So Arkina has just won the 2nd race, but that's definitely thrown a spanner in the works with the reverse grid. It's definitely made it a bit more interesting with, you know, the first winner of the race was Briefing Cow. He stuck down in 10th. I think Southie didn't even finish that race. And then you had, I feel like it was it Arkina or was it, no, it was Bacon. Bacon was up in 3rd place, I believe, with Dave. So I think Dave might be leading the championship after the first 2 rounds. But we'll have to see until we get the scoreboards in. We'll just not know. But I think that was a very successful evening. Yes, we would definitely love to speak to Dave there on the last lap. What happened? Perfect. Well, Dave, what happened? Commiserations for what happened there on the last lap. Do you want to talk us through it? We did see from the replay there that you did hold a defensive line there, and Gibbon just managed to get the power on the outside, but you just got tangled up, and I think Arkina just managed to get the drive on both of yous and take the win. So I commiserations for you, and I think after the 2 races, I think that you could be at the top of the table after the 2 races, because I think you had a 3rd in the first race, was it not? Oh, I can't. There you go. Okay, there you go. So, yeah, that's okay. So, Dave, again, the commiserations there. Can you talk us through of what happened there on the last lap? Oh, right. Well, like I say, commiserations for you. There's uh, we can only see what's to come in the next race, which I believe is next Tuesday. Is it? Perfect. Perfect. And it'll be on the same time as well. Perfect. That's great. Well, sure. Good. Congratulations for your podiums tonight, and hopefully we'll see you again next week. Then, no worries at all. Um, right, I gonna love yous and leave yous, and peace out. Join us again. I believe there's actually going to be a event on Saturday. We're going to be doing the team touring cars. I'm not entirely sure who's going to be hosting that with you, but like I say, stay tuned. And from IFWL, thank you and good night.